Hello, hello. I am back for another video. It has been a while since I've made a video tutorial. So we're just going to jump right in. I am creating a junk journal notebook, and I am using covers that I have created using collaging jelly prints, and I just cut them up in strips, and then I put them on cardstock, or actually lined cardstock. I'm going to do another couple of videos showing this process. I've done these using Mod Podge. I've done these using several different types of adhesives. The most recently Mod Podge and the glue stick. And I have a video of a glue stick that I really love. So anyway, that'll be in another video. But this is just lined cardstock. It is lightweight cardstock, and it's great for your journals or even your junk journals. Mostly I make junk journals or art journals. So that's, or paint books or anything like that. So that's what I'm using today. Anyway, let's get to it. The binding system that I am using today is called the WorkLion 10-hole punch. I guess it's called the WorkLion 10-hole punch. Okay, I was going to say binding machine, but it's just a punch, a hole punch. And I have this, I got it from on Amazon, and I will leave a link to it if you want to take a look. It's a real simple hole punch, didn't cost very much. And especially if you're into journaling and junk journaling, art journaling, and you're just looking for a way to really quickly start out without having to use the long arm stapler. And I think I have a video on using a long arm stapler to make a notebook, or either a binding machine. And I have I have two videos on two different binding machines that I own. So if you want to look at those machines, those are a little bit more expensive and require a little bit more effort. This is very simple. Comes out of the box kind of like this. And yeah, it's really simple to use. 10 holes. It is designed really for the A4, A5, A6 type papers. So you do have to make slight adjustments if you're using standard US measurements. Anyway, I went ahead and cut down my covers, and these covers are 8¼ and 8¼ long, and then the width is I believe 5 by 5, and I did the same thing here. Now, to make our cuts so that our binding plastic combs, have are basically centered, there's just a few things you want to keep in mind. I am going to be measuring or centering on, and this is really hard for me to see, and so you won't be able to see it on the screen, but if you buy this, you'll notice it's got a few raised plastic lines. And one is, I think, A4, it looks like. No, B5, A4, and A5. I actually go to the A5, A4 line. That's where I line my paper up. And I'm going to take two sheets, and I'm going to line them up to the A4 line. It's harder doing it this way. And I'm going to push it all the way in the back. And it does, I think it says you can do up to 5 sheets at a time. This is a lightweight cardstock, and right here I just have 2. So push it all the way in the back, line up to that line, and press. Those are your lines. Leaves a little bit at the top, and then when I'm finished, I'm going to leave a little bit at the bottom. Okay, now to make these lines somewhat centered, you're going to have to move over just one circle when you get ready to make your second hole punch. And it's easier if I show you how to do it. You see here, there are 3 punches, right? 3 little hole placeholders. If you've used the cinch machine or the mini cinch, you're probably familiar with that. There's 1, 2, 3 little notches here. If you're using the A5 paper or the 8¼ inch paper, if you were to line it up so that all 3 pages are, or excuse me, all 3 holes are on these little alignment buttons, you would have a bit of a gap when you did your second punch. So what you do is you line it up, then you lift it up, and, well, I'm sorry, I'm doing it up there, but I want to do it from the bottom. I want to not hole punch this very bottom one. I'm going to line it up with the 3, starting 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip this very first one. So instead of lining these 3 up and punching, I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to line 1, 2, 3. Hope that makes sense. So this is if I were to put it on the very first one, but I'm going to skip that one and come down and line the next 3. Okay. It's easier to do sitting down, so hopefully you are able to see that. Okay, so then I'm going to press again. Doesn't want to come out. Okay, and here we are. And it's pressed all the way. You have just about equal in the front than you do at the bottom. Okay, and that was using this WorkLion punch. I'm going to go ahead and punch a few more because I'm going to put a booklet together. So this one, let's see, this is maybe 3. This is a little bit thick, so you have to be careful. If you have trouble with the pages coming out after you punch them, punch less pages. So I'm going to move it here again and align it up with that A4, A5 button. I'm going to press it down. Yeah, I probably won't do this many again. Lift it up. You see that? Then I'm going to go back here. I'm not going to take that first one. I'm going to go to the second one. And then I'm going to push it back and line it up again. Okay. And let's see. Turn it over. Oh, and see. Turn it over, see what's happening. That punched well, just like I needed it to. And this is the back of the punch. And it looks like there's one in there that's sticking just a bit. Oh, it had paper in it. Okay. And you know, most of the time I end up taking these little paper things off the back to hold them because a lot of times it gets stuck in the punch and it does cause problems. But for now, I'm going to just leave it like this. This machine did come with a set of, I think these are about 1/4-inch binds. And the way these binds work is you snap them together. And we'll see that in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and punch my covers. And then I'll finish punching these and then we'll come back. But to do the covers, what you really want to do, because they're going to be top, bottom, you want to, when you get ready to punch them, you want to put the bottom, the back face down, the top face up, and then punch. These have been created using my jelly prints, and I think this one I may have used Mod Podge. So it's going to be a little bit thicker than just the cardstock, so I'm only going to punch one at a time. And I'm going to line it up. And line it up, punch. Gonna come back up, line those 3, and move it down 1. To line those 3 up, and then I'm going to punch. And see that one in the back, I can look at it and see there's one stuck in there. So I'm just gonna wiggle it around just a little bit till I get it out. I hadn't had this problem when I was doing them before. Might be because it's a little bit thicker, and for some reason I am getting some paper caught in the bottom. This is what's coming out of it. Okay. But that was, you know what, this was actually caught on one of those. I didn't notice that until I turned it back over. But anyway, you see this? Really, really nice. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to go ahead and punch the other few, and then I'm going to come back and you will see how easy it is to put your notebook together using this WorkLion 10 hole punch. Alrighty, I am back. I have punched the other side, the back side of my notebook, front and back, and I finished punching the pages that I have, and I'm putting them, we're going to go ahead and put them in on the spine. Now this, you can buy these that come already open like this or closed. Honestly, I prefer the ones that come open like this because these things can be murder on your fingers trying to open them up. I do think there is a tool that comes with it for you to open them up, but I don't have that tool, so I have to open them by hand. This is about a 1/4 inch spine, and this is a 1/2 inch spine. I'm going to be using the 1/2 inch spine. They come with the 1/4 inch spines. I think it's a 1/4 inch. But because I am going to be putting items inside of this journal, you know, putting pockets and different ephemera and different things inside of here, painting and doing all this stuff directly onto this the pages, I want to have a little bit more room, so I'm going to use the larger spine. So you just have to open it up. The ones that come already closed, just pop them open, and I think this is 20, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I don't need this entire spine, so I'm just going to cut off what I don't need, and my scissors just fell apart. These are some little El Cheapo scissors, and if I can snap this back together, I will, and if not, I will pause, which looks like I'm going to have to do, and get more scissors. Oh, well, might work for now. Anyway, okay, and then we just cut off. Well, the scissors didn't work, so hold on, let me grab another pair. Alrighty, I am back to go ahead and finish the video. I'm reshooting this last part because I realized that the entire last section was completely out of frame. So what we're going to do is go ahead and finish putting the notebook together. As I said before, I went ahead and finished punching the holes in the back and the front cover off camera. And then I finished the punching the interior pages as well. Okay, I went ahead and opened up the rest of the little snaps on the bind, and I just open it up a little bit wide because it's just easier for me to put the notebook together. Okay. And you can decide on whichever side you want to start on. For me, I think I'm going to start with the, let's see, I think I will start with the front cover. And what's going to be my front cover? I think I had this as my front cover. This one will be my front cover. So I'm going to just lay it down on the open binding coil. Now with this, it is a little bit forgiving if your holes aren't done quite right, especially if you put them in with small sections at a time. You can kind of move them around a little bit to make sure that they are correct. A few of these I was just slightly off when I punched, but I can still use them. And the neat thing about this binding system is that you can open and close at will. So if you want to work on a couple of pages and you want to work on the pages outside of the notebook, you simply open it up, grab the page out and work on it, and then put it back. This is especially helpful if you are doing painting or jelly printing on a page, or even if you want to run a page through your printer. You can do that. You just want to account for the holes in your margin so you're not printing over the holes. But that is perfectly acceptable. Okay, even if you are using, maybe you're gluing something down and you need to, and you're using a wet glue and you need for it to sit under something heavy so that you don't get the waviness in the pages. You can take the page out, do the work, and then when you're ready, put it back. Okay, this is ready to go. This is as simple as it gets. Okay, then all you do is go ahead and close your little snaps or your little coil. Everything's closed. And your notebook is ready to go. Actually, I think I had it this way. This was the way I was going to do it. Okay. And the notebook is ready to go. See how simple this is? And like I said, adding and removing pages is just literally opening and closing the snaps on your bind. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will do some more videos, especially on jelly printing, because that's something that I really enjoy doing. And if you are into junk journaling, sometimes if you have a hard time starting, it's fun to start with painted papers. So I will add that video shortly. If you like what you've seen today and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. I will be adding more paper projects on my channel. Right now my channel has a lot of sublimation type projects, but I do have some paper projects, but I'll be adding a lot more to the channel in the coming weeks. So if you like the video, please, like I said, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and if you have any questions or comments, I would love for you to put them down in the comments. And if you are interested in this little WorkLion hole punch, I'm going to put the link to this in the description as well. Thanks again so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video.